Hey guys, Laura Zulkowski here. I wanted to give you a little bit of a different angle here when we go ahead and start the second barrel. Hope everyone else is cooperative because I have my yearling and the pony is also in the arena. And it's kind of muddy today. So we'll see how it goes. It might be kind of slow, but at least you can get the idea of the second barrel. The main thing with the second barrel is being set up right after completing the first barrel. So that's why I said before in the other video, if you watch the first barrel, go ahead and watch the first barrel first before this one. But I would like the horse to circle the first barrel when I'm starting them on the pattern a few times so that they're not anticipating the run and get over to the right position to get into their second barrel. So the point I will be looking at after I finish that first barrel, the next point I'm looking to will be right here, where Daisy's front feet are, which would be about, I don't know, 3 to 5 feet straight alongside the barrel. This is where I want to get my horse absolutely straight, running to this point. I don't want them dropping and anticipating anywhere back here. I want to get them straight. She's not straight, but Daisy, I just pulled her out, so we haven't warmed up yet. But I want to be straight, and I want my horse to be straight, and not even thinking about the barrel till I get right here, which will be my legs right alongside the barrel. And that's a hard concept to do at a fast rate of speed because you're like, oh crap, here comes the next barrel. But you really need to ride most horses 2 hands to right about this point, because a lot of the horses up here are rady and turny. If you have a free running horse, you might have to sit a little early. It all depends on your horse sus. You don't mess with the camera. So let's go around the first barrel here, and then I'll show you my approach to the second barrel. So we'll come into the first barrel. You're going to turn. Make a point. Good girl. And then I want her to come over to this point right here. And that's where I'll go ahead, drop my outside rein, ask her to come around, and then over. I don't know why she's so full of beans. Again, she's pretty fresh. So come to here, drop that outside rein. You're going to lean to your outside, drive, until you get their hip to this point, right here. And again, see her pop her hip out? This is, you want to go past the barrel, past the second barrel. You don't want to turn too early, and that's really important on the second barrel because this is the only barrel that you have to run all the way around. So it's really important to have your timing right and to go past it and keep them on their ass. And you see how she kind of turned hers out. When they get a little hot and nervous is when they tend to fling their ass a little bit. But I want to take her to right here and then ask her to come over. A lot of people come to like right here and then look to the third barrel. But if you do that, that's when you start running into problems like your horse bowing out on their way to the third barrel. So you want to get them all the way across, right here, and then over. So if I have a horse that's not understanding what I'm wanting here, I'll tell them, no, I want your feet right here, I want you straight, and I want you to go here, and here, and here. And then I'll stop them right here and ask them to come over. And then, as you can see, we have a straight line right to our third barrel. So it's all about straight lines and setting yourself up for success. So, and your horse. So see right here, you're past it, and then when I go to ask her to turn, she's already straight and pointed towards that third barrel. So this part is really, really, really important. You can feel a horse start to anticipate right about here, but she's got to take those extra steps before she can turn and come over and go to her third barrel. And then the other important part is to stay straight and square coming into the barrel and running. Because if they rate too early, come in too early, then they're going to pop off the backside, and then you got to do this funny pull over to get them back up and out and correct to get to their third barrel. So let's go ahead and kind of, hopefully she cooperates. You can kind of see what lines I'm talking about here. I want you to really pay attention to where her lead change is. You can see, and especially on a horse like Chrome, who needs to be straight right here. See, she's automatically popping her hip in. But this extra little step is what cost us a lot of money last year in down barrels. So I like to keep them, get that one extra step in. And if you watch my videos, there's a little extra drive that I do around the second barrel. Daisy and Chrome run a lot the same, so it's been working out kind of nice for me, is I need to get in and keep asking for that one more drive right here, and then ask her to turn. She's sticking her hip in, but right there. And again, circle this one a few times. Whenever you stop, make sure their hip is definitely closer to the barrel there. Hip is closer to the barrel than their shoulder. But if you circle it a few times in there, you're not going to anticipate that run to the third barrel. The anticipating the run to the third barrel also gets them to pop off the back side of the second. So it's all in your approach and where they put their feet. So don't ask them to turn too early. You ask them to turn too early, you're just asking for trouble. And then the more you ask them to turn early, the more they start anticipating, and then you start anticipating them anticipating, and then this big snowball just happens. So as long as you keep them clean and free and keep their feet where they need to be, they're much happier, you're happier. It all works pretty well. As long as I get Daisy to these points, she had a little trouble in between because she's not exactly the most finished horse, and she doesn't have a whole lot of time under her. But as long as I can get her to that point I need to at the first barrel, the second, and that second point on the first barrel, and then get her to these points, we're going to turn. We don't have any issues. So if you have more questions, put it in the comments below. If I missed anything, make sure you put there. If you have any more suggestions, I would love to hear them too. Thanks, guys.